Okay, so the goal here is to take this ignored herb garden, weed it, and expand it so that it's 3 times as big. So I've already started the line there, you can almost see it. And as I go along, I'll stop and take pictures. Ooh, there's a dog poop that I got to clean up. I'll do that as well today. It's a nice cloudy day in western Washington, so I hope it doesn't start pissing down rain on me. You know how that goes, and it's always raining here. It was a really nice day yesterday, but I had to take a class, so I wasn't able to get out here. So, here's hoping. So I got the first strip done, and then I realized I didn't have anywhere to put this grass. Now, over here, in front of our patio, we have a big old bald spot. Now, the way it stands now, there's no way the grass is going to prosper there. So, decided I'm going to put together my rototiller and rototill it before I continue with the grass. That way I could just lay it out as I go, and I don't have grass mounds sitting in the middle of my yard, like that one and that one. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the rototiller together, get it set, and hit along the house right there, and in front of the patio. I'm going to hit that up with the rototiller and lay the grass down and hope that it takes. I'm no gardener by any means, so it's all guess and check. So anyway, let's see how that goes. Okay, this is my rototiller in the box. The first thing I always do is all the parts are still in there. We'll see how that goes. I had a little bit of trouble getting it started. Not sure why, but I managed to get it going, so here's hope. Guess what, folks? I got it. I went probably down half an inch when I started, and then I went down further and further with each pass. I probably did about 4 or 5 passes. If you notice, the ground is kind of dry in spots, so I'm thinking I'm going to wet it down and let it get in nice and deep over here before I rototill. And the reason for that is because, you guessed it, we got an eave with a gutter system, and then below that we got an overhang. So that's causing not much water to be able to get to this portion of our house, which might be why the grass was dead. However, if grass won't grow here, especially turf, then nothing will. So here's hoping. Oh, if you look, folks, I managed to get the first section from over at the place I took it out and put it here. Notice it's not perfect. I'm not going for perfection because perfection's impossible to attain. So I'm going to go ahead and wet down this portion now. I'm going to go get the hose from the front yard. And then I'll water that portion. And then when I dig up the next section, I'll just bring it directly over here rather than leaving it on the yard to create dirt piles. Look, folks, I got the fence down. Still have to weed that portion, but let's zoom out. Oh, that's as wide as I can go. I'm halfway done. Yay! Woo! Okay. So I just have like 3 or 4 more sets of turf rolls to get out of right there. It's going to be a pain in the butt because of that tree right over the top. I wish I would have thought about that before I decided how far over I was going to go. Too late now. So let's go back over here. And if you notice, along this wall, I have most of it done. And if you notice, there's still a couple of bare spots, but I'll fill those in with the smaller pieces as they go. And over here, and the reason I stopped there was because I suddenly realized I had a huge mud puddle over here, which is right outside the door, and it'd probably be more important to get this taken care of for walking purposes. So I started on that, and hopefully what's left over there will fill in the rest. If I don't have enough, then I'll pull from over here, and then I'll get that grass filled in later on in the future. One thing to note, I did not level the ground that I put the turf on when I did it, and as a result, I got spots like that where I got just a sudden divot. And on top of that, it goes right up to the top of my patio, which might not be the best thing in the world. Especially as far as earthworms and stuff are concerned, because we get a lot of earthworms on our patio anyway, without the dirt being up that high. Anyway, but like I said, I'm almost done! Yay! Yep, that's me jumping for joy. Okay, everybody, guess what? Finally got it all dug out. Awesome! Okay, so next step's going to be weeding over here. Now, some people might be tempted to just rototill, but if you do that, those weeds are just going to come back. So it's not a good idea. That, and I have some herbs in here, like right here, amongst all this weeds is some basil and sage and yummy mint, and I thought I had one more, but it must be buried. There's this. Oregano. Okay, so and it looks like our rhubarb is actually coming back. I didn't think it would. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clear out this whole area. And as for in front of the door, yay, we have grass and it's not a giant mud puddle. And yes, I got most of over here. Just under the sink is the only place I wasn't able to get. It's still very, very muddy. Wow. The more I zoom in, the more shaky I am, and I'm already a shaky person, so I guess I won't zoom in that much. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and clean up some of my tools, and I'll get back to you when I start on the weeding. Yay! I got all the weeds out. I used the shovel, scraped the top, pulled the weeds out, and shook out as much dirt as I possibly could. Got most of the weeds. What I don't get, I'll go ahead and rototill. So I'm going to go ahead and rototill the soil to make it nice and loose, so that moisture can get into it. And over the next month and a half or so, or the next month or so before we plant the garden, it'll look good. Guess what, folks? I got it done. Just in time. It's now starting to rain, Just a little sprinkle, but I got it done. Now all I got to do is take care of this stuff and go in and start working on inside projects.